poha. Hi, I'm Manupa and I welcome you to Sanjeev Kapoor Khazana and a warm welcome to a series of cooking for beginners. So it's breakfast time today and what do we have for breakfast? Breakfast is supposed to be the most important meal of the day. It is said that you have breakfast like a king, lunch like a queen and dine like a pauper. So if you have to have a very heavy breakfast, then something that we have every day is poha. Of course, poha is basically made with pressed rice and it comes out into a very beautiful preparation. Very simple recipe, of course, made all over India. And since you are a beginner, you should know how to make poha because poha is something which can also replace quite a few lunches and sometimes even dinner. So I feel that one should definitely know how to make poha. And one day it should be poha, some other day it should be upma, one day it should be just eggs, one day just cereals. So the choice of breakfast has to be more. So here it is. Let's see how do we make poha. To make poha, what do we need? We need poha, which is also known as pressed rice, chopped onion, peanuts, chopped coriander leaves, oil, asafoetida or hing, salt, slit green chilies, curry leaves, turmeric powder, mustard seeds. Okay, so to start with, we'll have to first soak the poha. Now this poha is dried. It's like this, it's quite dried. And if you have to make this into a breakfast preparation, in that case, we have to soak this. Now there are two ways this ingredient is treated. One is by soaking and one is by frying. Now the poha that we are making, which is a breakfast preparation for which we need to soak this. And there's another dish called chivda. For chivda, this poha has to be fried. But for our breakfast preparation, we need to soak this. And how do you soak it? What we need to do first is we need to take a bowl like this. But prior to that, I have a kadai here and we'll just switch on the gas so that by the time the poha is getting soaked, our kadai is also ready. We'll take two bowls here. In this, we'll add the poha. Basically, you need to do this near your kitchen sink. I'm showing it for convenience. After you take the poha in a bowl, pour water over it. That's it. Yeah. Just mix it once. It doesn't take time at all for the poha to get soaked. And after that, just drain this off immediately. Right now, the poha is getting soaked. So, we'll just leave it in this bowl like this. Whatever excess water is there will all drip off into the bowl. And by the time our tempering is ready, the poha also would have got well soaked. You don't need to soak it in water like we soak rice. Just wash it, or what you could do is put it in the colander and just pour some running water over it, and that's it. It doesn't take time at all. Okay, the kadai is also hot. We'll first take some oil. Now this tempering is very, very basic. Today I am using poha. If the same thing you were to make with rice, now what happens is very often in the night when we have dinner, a lot of rice remains. Maybe a bowl full of rice. Now what do you do with that? Use the same tempering and temper that rice, and you could also have that for breakfast. A lot of people eat tempered rice for breakfast. Of course, poha is something that you have to make specially, but if you have some rice at home, use the same tempering, what I'm going to show you now, and temper the rice with it. So it's leftover food made tasty. So after this oil is heated, we have to make our tempering with curry leaves, asafoetida, which is also known as hing, green chilies, curry leaves and turmeric powder. So all of this we'll add one by one, but the order you have to remember. First thing that we will add is mustard seeds. Mustard seeds take time to crackle. And you have to add all the other ingredients only after the mustard seeds have crackled. Otherwise, they stay raw and they taste bitter once you bite them. They have to burst. So, wait for it to actually crackle, and after that, we will add the remaining ingredients. So, you see this? This has crackled now. Now, in this, we will add hing. Hing is something that helps digestion. Indian food, you'll always find some amount of hing. And hing is supposed to be added in a very small quantity. This much hing is more than sufficient for an entire bowl of poha. So hing here, we'll add turmeric powder. We'll add some green chilies to this and some curry leaves. After we've added all of this, mix this up. And to this we will now add onions. Lots of it. Onions taste really good in poha. Just mix this up. We don't need to brown the onions. We just have to saute till it goes slightly soft. And believe me, the soft onions give out that sweetness to the poha. Tastes really nice. This entire preparation doesn't take more than 10 minutes. Of course, if you have all these ingredients at home, if you were to go to the market to buy them, of course, they'll take some time. Okay, done. Onion is sauteed. Now we'll add some peanuts. With the help of the fork, what we'll do is, we'll just break the poha like this. Now there are two things that you can do. You can add salt to this poha, or you can add salt to the tempering, whichever way. Or you can add salt at the end. What I'll do is, I'll add salt in the poha itself, so that mixing becomes very easy. And we'll add some fresh coriander. Lovely. Just mix this up well. We have not added a lot of oil, so it is not at all oily. A lot of people also add boiled potatoes to this. You can also add that, but boiled potato is something that you may not have in your refrigerator in the morning, and that may take another 15 minutes. So if you have to save on time, then do it without the potato. And if you were to add potatoes to this, will have to be added in the tempering. You see this? This is just done. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cover this. Now after we cover this, we will just let this cook together with all the spices and the tempering for about 2 minutes, and after that we are good to go. We are going to serve one plate of poha and a lovely hot cup of tea or coffee. Is lovely to start off your day. What I feel is whatever that you make has to be presented in a very fancy manner, or at least something that will make your family members try it. Now whatever that you make has to be garnished well, whether it is poha, whether it is upma, whether it is a simple omelette. So whatever that you make sure you present it in a very nice manner, so that your family members also feel good. When they look at it, they say, wow, what is this? It's just simple poha. But of course, if it's presented in a nice manner, one feels definitely good even to look at it. So what we will do is, we'll switch this off because this is done, and now we'll put it in a serving bowl. A lot of people also add sugar to this, so you decide if you want to add sugar, you could do that, but onions, if you've added a lot of it, then maybe the sugar can be avoided. We'll just put some curry leaf on top, garnish it well, and some coriander. Okay, so simple recipe of poha is ready. Make this recipe just the way I have made it, and you will be very proud of yourself.